A new development indicates a significant step in the impeachment inquiry.
And wildfires continue to threaten the state of California. All of that and more in WEBN News.
From Boston, this is WEBN News.
Welcome to WEBN News. I'm Katie Malkaran.
And I'm Ezekiel Telemaka. We begin with today's top stories. The House of Representatives voted earlier today to formalize an impeachment inquiry into President Donald Trump. The resolution passed a vote with 232 to 196 in the House, with just 2 Democrats voting no. The resolution will be to authorize the House of Intelligence Committee to conduct an open hearing during the investigation. The vote comes after National Security member Tim Morrison confirmed witness accounts of President Trump's Ukraine call during his testimony.
And now for an update on the California wildfires. The National Weather Service has issued an extreme red flag warning due to hurricane-level winds and record-high temperatures. The Getty fire has spread through the Los Angeles area, while the Kincaid fire has scorched more than 75,000 acres of the northern part of the state. Pacific Gas and Electric is planning to shut off power in some areas to prevent further electrical damage.
21-year-old Boston College student In Young Yu has been charged with involuntary manslaughter of the death of her boyfriend, Alexander Utula. Suffolk County Police say that 22-year-old Utula committed suicide back in May, only hours before he was set to graduate. Yu sent over 780 text messages to Utila saying, quote, "Go kill yourself," end quote, and quote, "Just die," end quote. Yu had been both physically and verbally abusive over the course of their 18-month relationship. Yu is currently in South Korea, but authorities are working to extradite her to the U.S. for a trial.
The Massachusetts vaping product ban will potentially cost vape store owners millions in sales. Department of Public Health officials say the ban will cost Massachusetts about $35,000, and it will cost private businesses $7 to $8 million in sales. These estimates were part of paperwork filed by Secretary of State William Gavin's office. These statistics have been used to question the methods in which the Baker administration implemented this temporary ban.
Workers at an MIT laboratory may have been exposed to radioactive materials. Massachusetts public health officials are currently looking into the allegations. It isn't clear what levels of radiation were produced or what health risks are present at MIT, but MIT does hold a state radioactive materials license, and 3 prior state inspections at the lab concluded that there were no safety violations. However, fears that the accelerator isn't stable prompted an investigation into radiation safety and compliance at MIT Bates Research and Engineering Center. A homeless shelter in Boston is giving people a second chance at new life. Our reporter Angel Salcido has all of that and more.
A new life.
Everyone deserves a second chance, and Doris Gayton is one of them. Not too long ago, she was stranded with no place to call home.
It's a new life. For me, it's a happy life.
Doris now helps many who were like her. She's a case manager at a homeless shelter, working to break the chain of poverty in the Hispanic community. It's called Casa Nueva Vida.
In order for me to stay here, I'll do anything. I just have this great feeling about this house.
She not only found a place to stay, but a home. Shortly after moving out, the Casa Nueva Vida staff asked her to come back, this time as an employee.
It was like coming back home. I did everything I used to do, but with more passion, I wanted to do new things. I wanted the families to feel good, the families to feel the way I felt back then.
Doris's situation isn't uncommon. Around 90% of the employees at Casa Nueva Vida are former residents.
Sometimes I'm like, what if I change work? What if I change jobs? I can't. I can't leave Casa.
It's been 18 years since Doris began her journey at the shelter. She says her mission is, was, and always will be to help people like her find a nueva vida. In Boston, Angel Salcido.
Thanks, Angel. Coming up, a shooting in Long Beach, California.
And the U.S. government's decision regarding the Armenian genocide. Don't go away.
That's why I'm never gonna let you go. you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to WEBN News.
We continue with the latest.
3 people are dead and 9 are injured after a shooting in Long Beach, California on Tuesday night. The shooting occurred in a residential area at a Halloween-themed birthday party. 5 of the 9 victims suffered life-threatening injuries. The unidentified suspect was seen fleeing the scene in a dark vehicle. The incident is currently under investigation.
The House voted on Tuesday to recognize the Armenian genocide in Turkey. The mass killings of over 1.5 million Armenians occurred in 1915 by the Ottoman Empire during the First World War. The vote is a symbolic decision by American lawmakers in lieu of rising tensions with Turkey. Turkey's Foreign Minister, Mevlut Cavusoglu, said on Twitter that this decision was a result of unhappy American lawmakers because of Turkey's persecution of Kurdish forces. The vote was led by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and a House Representative Adam Schiff.
The White House top Ukraine expert testified in front of Congress on Tuesday. Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman said that he made attempts to change the transcript of a phone call between President Trump and Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky. Vindman's testimony confirmed that ellipses in the conversation symbolized redacted sentences. This contradicts the White House statement that ellipses in the transcript did not represent missing dialogue. Vindman said he left out specific details in the conversation, replacing them in the transcript with vague phrases and words. Sources from both sides said the impeachment query said, however, that those changes were not seen as significant. The World Series came to an end last night. Let's go to Maria Sato for the latest in sports.
What's new, Maria?
Howdy. The Washington Nationals are World Series champions for the first time in franchise history. They won 6-2 over the Houston Astros in Game 7 Wednesday night. This is a historic moment since the Nats were considered underdogs before their victory. During the game, fans cheered with the team's unofficial anthem, Baby Shark, as their team scored. The NCAA announced on Tuesday that it has begun the process of allowing college athletes to be paid by outside sponsorships using their name, image, or likeness. It is not clear whether this will take several months or years, but each of the 3 divisions are required to create new rules by January 2021. The NCAA said student athletes must still be treated similarly to non-athlete students, and there should be a, quote, clear distinction between collegiate and professional opportunities, end quote.
Thanks, Maria. Lebanon Prime Minister Said Hariri is stepping down after weeks of protests. Lebanon has been experiencing a rapid economic decline. In response, the government proposed a tax on WhatsApp calls and other austerity measures on October 17th that sparked massive protests in the country. In his resignation speech on Tuesday, Hariri said, quote, "I'm at a dead end. Jobs come and go, but what is important is the country," end quote.
The United Kingdom will hold a general election in December. The House of Commons voted 438 to 20 to hold early votes on December 12th in an attempt to break the Brexit deadlock. This will be the 3rd general election in less than 5 years and will be the first one held in December since 1923. Prime Minister Boris Johnson said an election is the only way to, quote, break free from this impasse, end quote. Johnson wants to leave the European Union as soon as possible and negotiated his own divorce deal.
70 people are dead and 30 are injured after a train explosion in Pakistan. A gas canister that passengers were using to prepare breakfast exploded, engulfing the train in flames. An army helicopter was dispatched to evacuate those who were critically injured. Local police say the gas canisters are actually illegal on trains, and the passengers using one should not have brought it on board.
Bulgaria's soccer team will play behind closed doors at their next home game. Fans will not be allowed to enter after their behavior during the Euro 2020 qualifier against England. At the game, Bulgarian fans caused a disturbance during the national anthem, threw objects, and shouted racist chants at English players. This is the 3rd time Bulgarian fans have been accused of this conduct. They were charged once for the previous 2 incidents in June and July. If they are charged a 3rd time, punishment could include multiple closed-door matches or even disqualification from the competition. Now let's go to Julia Christian for political news.
What's new, Julia?
Thanks, guys. California Representative Katie Hill announced on Sunday that she will resign from Congress. Hill faced a House ethics investigation after allegations surfaced that she had a sexual relationship with one of her congressional staffers. She has denied that relationship, but she did acknowledge a separate relationship with one of her campaign team members. In addition to all of this, several of Hill's nude photographs have leaked online. She served in Congress for 10 months. Twitter is stopping all political advertisements late next month. CEO Jack Dorsey made the announcement through a series of tweets on Wednesday, saying that a political message should be earned instead of bought. The ban stands in sharp contrast with Facebook, which will continue to allow political ads to appear on the website. Twitter's ban will take effect on November 22nd. Alabama's near total ban on abortion was blocked by a federal judge on Tuesday. Judge Myron Thompson stopped the ban, citing an ongoing lawsuit which challenges it. Under the new law, abortions would have been outlawed in nearly any situation and ranked as a Class A felony. The ban, which was set to begin on November 15th, is now suspended indefinitely. That's all I have for you tonight. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Julia. Coming up, we'll give you a look at the weather for this weekend.
And we have some spooky stories for Halloween night. We'll be right back.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie and then wham-bam minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Welcome back to WEBN News.
Let's go to Daniela Lobo Rivera for a look at the weather.
Thanks, guys. I hope you all are dressing as Mary Poppins because you'll need to bring an umbrella tonight. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s with light showers throughout the night. Winds will also be between 25 miles per hour and 40 miles per hour. So don't forget to put some layers on over those costumes. Now let's take a look at our weekend forecast. Friday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 64 and a low of 41. Saturday and Sunday will bring more of the same with the highs in the mid-50s and lows in the upper 30s. That's all I have for the weather. Stay dry tonight. Back to Ezekiel and Katie at the desk.
Thanks, Daniela. Many couples dream of an extravagant venue or a tropical destination for their wedding day, but not this New Jersey couple. 23-year-old Teresa Deleski and 27-year-old Gabriel Peguero's wedding is set to take place on Halloween night in a haunted prison. Burlington County Prison was in use between 1811 and 1965 and held hundreds of thousands of prisoners. Locals claim they've seen ghosts of prisoners. The couple expects their guests to dress up for their Halloween masquerade-themed ceremony.
NASA shared a spooky photo this week, tweeting a photo of the sun looking a lot like a jack-o'-lantern. They also posted a photo of two galaxies merging, appearing like a galactic ghoul. Don't let the spooky images ruin your Halloween night, as the galactic ghoul is 704 million light years away from Earth.
Kylie Jenner is under fire after she dressed up her daughter Stormi as herself. Jenner posted a picture of 1-year-old Stormi in a lavish, custom-made Versace Met Gala dress with the caption, "My baby, I can't handle this," followed by 3 purple hearts on Twitter and Instagram. The look was meant to replicate Jenner's look from the Met Gala. The picture had people on social media wondering if Stormi would have rather dressed as something else.
Now joining us at the desk are Julia and Danielle, here to talk about their Halloween plans. So guys, what are your plans for this weekend?
Well, I'm dressing up as a bunny. I'm just gonna hop around to some different houses asking for candy.
You got the ears going on, so
Yeah.
you already got half of it. So
I'm dressed in orange and black, and I'm gonna go hand out some candy when I get home.
look at you, you know. Well, for me, I'm a young baller, and I always shoot my shot. So I'm gonna be Jason Tatum for Halloween. It's a Halloween weekend, right? Time to celebrate.
So in my case, I'm dressed as a doctor. I'm a big fan of Grey's Anatomy, so why not do it, you know? And I'm gonna go to Beacon Hill as well to ask for candy. So
Nice. Well, I hope everyone had a happy and safe Halloween weekend. Thanks for watching WEBN News.
For more, visit our website at WEBN.TV or check us out on YouTube. I'm Katie Malkaran.
And I'm Ezekiel Telemaco. Have a great night.